We are finally learning the fate of some of the people who took part in the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol. Paul Hodgkins walked onto the Senate floor carrying a red Trump 2020 flag. He pled guilty to a felony for obstructing an official proceeding and was sentenced yesterday to 8 months in federal prison. He is the very first to be sentenced out of the more than 535 defendants who were arrested in connection with the riots. Tori, what did you make of this sentence? And he did give an apology. He said he was remorseful, regretful. Did you buy it?
No, but that's fine. He also didn't assault anyone, and he didn't hurt any part of the building or vandalize the building. I'm glad he pled guilty. He said he was swept up in all of this. This was so important, though, because it was the bellwether. This was what we were going to see as what counts as the standard for the rest of all of them. 8 months is half of what they were asking. So to me, this was, and I know Al agrees, as serious as sedition, at least trespassing. I mean, he got, bothering people during an official proceeding. That's kind of bubkiss when you talk about it. Legally, they could have gone way harder. I think they got off way easy. Okay. Unfortunately.
Really? I thought they were asking for 15 months.
He got 8.
That's more than half.
Okay, well, 1 month
yeah,
more.
But it's the way you say that, it's like he got less than half. That's a big difference.
Okay, you're absolutely right. I apologize.
It was more. And he did plead guilty, and he did apologize.
And he did apologize.
So you do get your sentence lessened if you do plead guilty to any crime,
right.
Whether it be whatever it may be. If you agree with whatever the district attorney puts in front of you, you say, "I'm going to plead guilty and go with this." They're going to give you a lesser charge. So the charge is actually right on the money.
But it also means something. That communicates that 8 months means this is the first one, and I thought they aimed really low. This is a standard we're going to reach for the next 535 people that got arrested, and so far, you're right, they were a little more than half. I didn't think it was enough.
Right, and I get you. This is the precedent moving forward
for sure.
For things on videotape or riots or
Correct.
things like that.
This
so
is
I'm
the number one.
Yeah. Well, see, glad to see some consequences finally.
Yeah. I don't think they're consequences, Sam.
Going to prison is consequences. It may not be.
Not for what they were trying to do.
I agree with you there, but I'm glad to find we have 534 people that we're about to see. Some of them who did vandalize, who did cause injury. Those people, I hope the book is thrown at them. And I do think that this is not as stiff as a charge. I agree with Tori, but at least we're starting to see the consequences roll out.
Well, I mean, there should be some, and I don't know if 8 months is enough. We always just focus on the 2 police officers that lost their life. Right. Police officers lost fingers, lost eyes.
PTSD.
A lot of them have PTSD. There's a crime of sedition, which is trying to stop a government vote from going through with violence, which is what happened. They brought gallows to the Capitol and said, hang the vice president. They then flooded the Capitol with zip ties while Congress was in session, and our vice president and Speaker of the House was in there, and they got out in, 3 minutes? And they're like, now they just get the same charge you would get if you broke into a closed Kmart?
True.
Word?
Yeah.
Must be nice, dog. 8 months? Must be nice. But they were 3 minutes away from wiping out our Congress on television.
We have to take this moving forward, because I'm not talking about Black Lives Matter, but there were riots where they tried to lock police officers in their own building and light it on fire. What are the repercussions for something like that? And that has nothing to do with Black Lives Matter. That has to do with the riots that happened after that. This is a riot that happened to our Capitol. They all should be charged with that. But we have to use this as a precedent moving forward. When peaceful protests erupt into riots, there needs to be consequences for that. And that's all around the board.
Yeah, but this is a government vote going on, and that's the difference. That's the difference in terms of the charge, and that's the only time you see sedition.
It's treason.
Is when you're trying to stop an act from the government, because that's something that like another government might try and do, or an internal.
That's a treasonous act.
And what do they say about a coup? If you don't punish the people that are involved in the coup, it's just a trial run for the next one.